In flashes of camera lights and cheers echoing through the air, Tokyo's Narita Airport witnessed an emotional meeting between BTS's Jungkook and his ARMY fans. It was a memorable day for Jungkook, who had just landed in Japan for an individual promotion after a long absence from the ARMY in person. "I can't forget it," he said in a tone of voice filled with grief as he spoke to the media present. The atmosphere at Narita Airport has been lively since early morning. Hundreds of soldiers had packed the international arrivals area, waiting enthusiastically. They carry various ARMY attributes such as light sticks, posters, and banners that contain messages of love and support for the idol. A fan named Yuki said, "We miss Jungkook so much. His presence here is something we have been looking forward to for a long time." Despite having to stand for hours, the ARMY remained patiently waiting. Some even bring gifts such as flowers and dolls, showing how much they love the golden magne. When Jungkook finally appeared, the atmosphere instantly broke. Hysterical screams mixed with the cries of Haru accompanied his steps. Jungkook, dressed in casual clothes but still exuding his star aura, waved to the fans. He looked moved by the welcome, patting his chest several times as a sign of gratitude. In a brief interview at the airport, Jungkook expressed his deep gratitude. "Seeing all of you here, I feel very appreciated. ARMY always makes me feel at home, wherever I am." This statement instantly made the fans even more emotional. Many could not hold back tears. He also added that this moment will always be a precious memory for him. "Whenever I think about the ARMY, I feel motivated to keep giving my best. Today, you guys make me feel so loved," she continued. For Jungkook, Tokyo has a special place in his heart. This city is one of the many places where he and BTS once created great memories with ARMY. On various occasions, he often mentions how much he loves Japanese culture and the enthusiasm of his fans in the country. This moment is reminiscent of BTS grandiose concerts at the Tokyo Dome, where thousands of light sticks adorn the arena like a sea of stars. Tokyo always gives a different energy. The ARMY here has a unique way of showing their love, and it always warms our hearts. Jungkook recalled, "I didn't take long for the moment at the airport to go viral on social media. Hashtags like Welcome Jungkook to Tokyo and Jungkook ARMY Tokyo immediately became trending on Twitter, with millions of uploads from fans around the world. Videos and photos of the emotional encounter were shared thousands of times, showing different points of view on how ARMY welcomed Jungkook, with Love Point. One of the posts that caught attention was a video in which Jungkook is seen receiving a letter from a young fan. In the video, the fan is seen shaking as he hands over his letter, while Jungkook bows and gives a warm smile as a sign of appreciation. Jungkook's visit to Tokyo was not only about an emotional meeting with ARMY, but also to promote his solo project. After debuting as a soloist with a globally successful album, she is now continuing her career with various individual activities, including exclusive interviews and photo shoots in Japan. However, behind the busy schedule, Jungkook still shows his commitment to maintaining relationships with fans. He even took the time to broadcast live through Weverse after arriving at the hotel. In the broadcast, he shared stories about his journey and expressed his gratitude to the ARMY. "Today is one of the best days of my life," he said, smiling broadly. The moment at Narita Airport is a clear proof of the strong relationship between Jungkook and the ARMY. A relationship that transcends geographical and linguistic boundaries, is based on unconditional love and support. Jungkook once again showed that he is not only a talented artist, but also an individual who is sincere and appreciates each of his fans. When asked about his last message to the ARMY in Tokyo, Jungkook said, "I promise I'll be back. You are my reason to keep going, and I want to make you proud." That sentence was accompanied by his last wave of the hand before he stepped away, leaving a sweet memory that will continue to be imprinted in the hearts of fans. Flashes of camera lights and cheers echoing through the air, Tokyo's Narita Airport witnessed an emotional meeting between BTS's Jungkook and his ARMY fans. It was a memorable day for Jungkook, who had just landed in Japan for an individual promotion after a long absence from the ARMY in person. "I can't forget it," he said in a tone of voice filled with grief as he spoke to the media present. The atmosphere at Narita Airport has been lively since early morning. Hundreds of soldiers had packed the international arrivals area, waiting enthusiastically. They carry various ARMY attributes such as light sticks, posters, and banners that contain messages of love and support for the idol. A fan named Yuki said, "We miss Jungkook so much. His presence here is something we have been looking forward to for a long time." Despite having to stand for hours, the ARMY remained patiently waiting. Some even bring gifts such as flowers and dolls, showing how much they love the golden magne. When Jungkook finally showed up, the atmosphere instantly broke. Hysterical screams mixed with Haru's cries accompanied his steps. Jungkook, dressed in casual clothes but still exuding his star aura, waved to the fans. He looked moved by the welcome, patting his chest several times as a sign of gratitude. Jungkook's message to the ARMY in a brief interview at the airport. Jungkook expressed his deep gratitude. "Seeing all of you here, I feel very appreciated. ARMY always makes me feel at home, wherever I am." This statement instantly made the fans even more emotional. Many could not hold back tears. He also added that this moment will always be a precious memory for him. "Whenever I think about the ARMY, I feel motivated to keep giving my best. Today, you guys make me feel so loved," she continued. For Jungkook, Tokyo has a special place in his heart. This city is one of the many places where he and BTS once created great memories with ARMY. On various occasions, he often mentions how much he loves Japanese culture and the enthusiasm of his fans in the country. This moment is reminiscent of BTS' grandiose concerts at the Tokyo Dome, where thousands of light sticks adorn the arena like a sea of stars. Tokyo always gives a different energy. The ARMY here has a unique way of showing their love, and it always warms our hearts. Jungkook recalled. Emotional resonance on social media. It didn't take long for the moment at the airport to go viral on social media. Hashtags like Welcome Jungkook to Tokyo and Jungkook ARMY Tokyo immediately became trending on Twitter, with millions of uploads from fans around the world. Videos and photos of the emotional encounter were shared thousands of times, showing different points of view on how ARMY welcomed Jungkook with love. One of the posts that caught attention was a video in which Jungkook is seen receiving a letter from a young fan. In the video, the fan is seen shaking as he hands over his letter, while Jungkook bows and gives a warm smile as a sign of appreciation. Promotion agenda and future expectations. Jungkook's visit to Tokyo was not only about an emotional meeting with ARMY, but also to promote his solo project. After debuting as a soloist with a globally successful album, she is now continuing her career with various individual activities, including exclusive interviews and photo shoots in Japan. However, behind the busy schedule, Jungkook still shows his commitment to maintaining relationships with fans. He even took the time to broadcast live through Weverse after arriving at the hotel. In the broadcast, he shared stories about his journey and expressed his gratitude to the ARMY.